My name is Jonathan Anderson, and my screenplay is called Tardigrades in Space. I've been a scriptwriter since I could write, starting with little classroom and playground dramas with my friends, and moving on to puppet plays that I produced and took around the school. Then I started developing comic book and graphic novel series, and each with a complete story, but they were part of a bigger series. I even co-wrote a musical for a performing arts camp. My first movie scripts were in high school, and I produced 2 films, science fiction, on Super 8 with dozens of my buddies. In college, I did a number of video scripts and short films, and then in my marketing communications career, I wrote and produced a number of corporate videos, but they weren't narrative. I took an interest in real-life tardigrades while teaching in public schools. They're a popular science topic that most elementary and middle schoolers are familiar with. Then I learned that real tardigrades crash landed on the moon a few years ago. I thought, what if they survived the crash, but spent years exposed to cosmic radiation and one day came back to Earth as these sentient creatures? It took about 2 years from the very first writing session till I knew in my gut the story was done. It's complete. Because it wasn't on a deadline, I let the story rest between writing sessions, but I kept jotting down ideas until I felt ready to sit back down at the keyboard. I'm a visual thinker, so I imagine stories in a completed cinematic presentation. My tendency is to write more of a shooting script from the start with production design and camera angles. So my challenge is to back that out in order to be able to present a film festival with just a proper screenplay. My advice to other writers, well, to start, just blurt out your story ideas, little vignettes, quirky scenarios. Don't try to begin with an industry outline. Then you can bring structure to it as you try to get it ready for an actual cinematic presentation. I entered Scriptapalooza primarily for the professional feedback that I knew I would receive, regardless of whether I placed in the competition. My ultimate dream would be actually direct this movie, because Tardigrades in Space is already playing in this theater up here. It just needs to come out in a form that other people can enjoy it as well. Thank you.